The Void Reaper hung in space like a metallic cancer, its hull stretching 15 kilometers of pure destruction. For 3 cycles, the massive dreadnought had carved through the Deathworld Alliance's finest fleets, leaving nothing but debris and silence in its wake. Commander Vexhal of the Karath Dominion had watched entire battle groups vanish against its shields, their most advanced weaponry barely scratching its obsidian armor. "It's impossible," Admiral Thane of the Regelian Defense Corps reported during the Emergency Council session. "Our combined firepower can't even penetrate its outer defenses. The ship adapts to every strategy we deploy." The Void Reaper belonged to the Obsidian Collective, a machine intelligence that had consumed 17 star systems in its relentless expansion. Its arrival at the edge of Alliance space had triggered the largest military mobilization in galactic history. Ships from a dozen death worlds had answered the call. The radiation-resistant Karath with their plasma cannons, the high-gravity Thurians wielding gravitational weapons, and the methane-breathing Zarathi with their molecular disruptors. All had failed. Captain Rodriguez of Earth's Defense Fleet studied the tactical displays with calm intensity that unnerved her alien counterparts. While other commanders raged or despaired, she methodically analyzed every engagement, every failed assault, every tactical limitation their forces had encountered. "You're thinking something," observed General Crix of the volcanic world Pyros. "Your species always gets that look before doing something terrifying." Rodriguez smiled grimly. "We're going to ram it." The council chamber erupted in protests. Admiral Thane's gill slits fluttered in distress. "That's suicide. The Void Reaper's point defense systems will tear apart any ship long before impact." "Not if we don't give it time to target us properly," Rodriguez replied, pulling up Earth's fleet roster. "We're going to use the Tenacious." The Tenacious was humanity's most unusual warship, a converted asteroid mining vessel reinforced with Earth's most abundant resource, human stubbornness. Its crew of 1,200 volunteers had signed up knowing their survival rates were statistically negligible. They called themselves the Dirt Farmers and treated their suicide missions like particularly challenging agricultural work. "The plan is simple," Rodriguez explained as the Alliance fleets took position. "We accelerate the Tenacious to 0.95 light speed using our entire fleet's tractor beam arrays. The Void Reaper won't detect the approach until impact is inevitable." Commander Vexhal's mandibles clicked nervously. "And your crew? How do they survive those acceleration forces?" "They don't," Rodriguez said quietly. "That's why we're using humans." The operation began at dawn, ship time. The Tenacious positioned itself at the edge of the system while every available Alliance vessel formed a massive acceleration corridor. Captain Williams, commanding the suicide ship, opened a channel to the fleet. "Well, folks," his voice crackled through the comm. "Mom always said I'd amount to something. Never thought it'd be a really expensive projectile." The acceleration was brutal beyond comprehension. G-forces that would have liquefied any other species were absorbed by human bodies that had evolved climbing mountains and surviving impacts that shattered bones. The crew remained conscious through physiological punishment that violated every known law of biology. As the Tenacious reached critical velocity, the Void Reaper finally detected the incoming threat. Its point defense systems swiveled desperately, but the laws of physics had already written the conclusion. The human ship struck like a relativistic hammer, its mass amplified by velocity into something approaching divine wrath. The explosion lit up 3 star systems. When the energy dispersed, the Void Reaper was gone. Not destroyed, but completely erased from existence. In its place floated the scattered atoms of both ships, cooling in the vacuum like cosmic ash. Admiral Thane stared at the readings in stunned silence. How did they survive the acceleration? Rodriguez checked her chronometer and shrugged. They didn't. They died about halfway through the run. But humans don't need to be alive to be dangerous. The Alliance victory was absolute, but the cost sobered even the hardy